Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, F1 2020 was such a good year. I'm still getting a kick from having all those new and different races that we had at these different tracks that we haven't raced at for a long time or never raced at before. So, this series I am calling the Alternative F1 Races. Basically, of every race weekend, I'll be jumping in to Assetto Corsa in VR and taking part in a Grand Prix weekend, but the tracks that I'll be using, none of them be on the current F1 calendar. So there'll be tracks that are either in the same country or close enough to where the original race was, just to change it up and let's see what F1 would be like in completely different places, some places you wouldn't even think of. With that said, let's get into the race.
So, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to the Alternative F1 Races. Now, today was Qatar. It was the Qatar Grand Prix, and there aren't any other racetracks in Qatar. And in fact, actually, the only other racetracks in the Middle East are Jeddah, where, well, I can't use any of the ones on the actual calendar, so I can't use Bahrain, can't use Jeddah, can't use Abu Dhabi. And the only other one is Dubai, and may or may not be using that for an Abu Dhabi alternative. So I had to do a lot of research to try and figure out where alternative tracks were, and this is genuinely one of the next nearest tracks to the Middle East. If you were watching Formula 1 in the early 2010s, particularly between 2011 and 2013, you will recognise this circuit as one of the better circuits that we sadly lost. It is the Buddh International Circuit in New Delhi, India. This was the host of the Indian Grand Prix. It was a good Grand Prix. I liked the track. I had a nice affiliation with this track. I don't know why, I just always liked it. So yeah, we're driving as driver of the day, which was Fernando Alonso, after getting his well-deserved third place. First time in 7 years. I told some people at work, I had people come in shortly after the podium celebrations was being sprayed, and they were like, oh, you got the Grand Prix on? And I was like, yep, Hamilton first, Verstappen second, Alonso third. And they just went, Alonso? Really? So, yeah, Mr. Eyebrows himself. So, just getting used to this car around this track. Might have to do a few alterations. Might have to do a few alterations to the setup. But that was somewhat of a decent lap. No, it wasn't. I'm still 16th. So, yeah, I need to really try see where it is. Where my pace is. I did also, I think, stupidly increase the difficulty of the AI. So that might cost me. I don't know. I'll have to see. Sometimes I get comfortable in practice and I don't need the full session. Sometimes I need the full session. I needed the full session just to dial in the setup for the car. So, for those who don't remember, I will give you a quick lap for my first quali run of the Buddh International Circuit. So you come down to turn 1, brake nice and early because it is incredibly sharp and actually very tight. 90-degree first corner. Pit entry as well spits you out right there. Then it's a blind apex coming up the hill. It's a big hairpin. Then one of the longest straights in F1 history. I think it was like 1.5 kilometers long. It doesn't actually feel that long. Brake at 100 meters, it feels so much later. It feels so late, but actually it's 100 meters. You come down here, you got a second DRS zone that you can use all the way down a couple of tight corners, and it tightens even more. Don't cut the corner because you'll be penalised. There's a fast left, then fast right, and then tight left. Now we're coming to the iconic bit of the circuit, which is the long bank bit. You want to run wide at the end because you want to turn in tight at the end because it gets narrow on the exit. Break down a couple of gears when we've got a fast left, a tighter right, but you can still take it pretty quick. Second last corner now, already towards the end of the lap. Break down a few gears, try and keep it there for that final corner. Now it looks like you dive into the pit lane. You don't. Turn around. There you go, across the lap of 1:31.9. At the moment, that's quicker than Perez. At the moment, that's a quick lap. I've realised I am on the wrong title. Perez has gone quicker. So I'll have to see how that did. I can go on a quicker tyre, I've realised as well. I am on the C4. So it'll be an indication. I'm going to say it'll be an indication if Latifi beats me. He has, but he's also beaten Ricciardo, has Nicholas Latifi. So yeah, I need to go back. Maybe see if I can dial in the because part firming doesn't apply in this game. So see if I can dial in the setup a bit more, maybe. But definitely put on fresher tyres. I was 0.3 slower than Mazepin. Yeah, that's not good enough. Oh dear, game lagged, but that was still, that lap there was still 2 and a bit seconds faster, so that put me P3 now, so I'm happy with that, even though it lagged right at the end and I was terrified. Okay, so this is going to be my last lap. 10 seconds remaining. Try not to screw it up. That was alright. Everyone seems to be braking much later and turning in later. Oh yeah, that worked. I'm a lot faster through that corner. Try and stay in the Ferrari slipstream. It's Sainz in front. I was definitely slower there. Damn it. Okay, I'm starting potentially 5th. What's everyone on? C2s. Yep. Let's go C3. Let's have a little bit faster than them, but I might risk it running out. So, we have Carlos Sainz in pole position alongside Sergio Perez. Max Verstappen is directly in front of us. We, Fernando Alonso, are 5th in a Mercedes sandwich with Bottas in 4th and Hamilton in 6th. Directly behind us is Antonio Giovinazzi. What good qualifying for him. Yuki Tsunoda, Nicholas Latifi getting into Q3 in the Williams. So just shows I'm looking at the camera. Hi. Pierre Gasly, Sebastian Vettel, Lando Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, Charles Leclerc, not good for him, or Ricciardo in 14th and 15th. Schumacher ahead of Russell, ahead of Mazepin, Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin 19th, and our teammate starting at the back. So, it is a 15-lap race, a lot less laps than other circuits because this is a proper sized circuit. It's lights out and away we go for the 2021 Indian Grand Prix. Oh, and Hamilton just dives up the inside, a bit of a tussle between the Ferrari and the Red Bull. There's no one on my outside, so I'm going to take the inside line from, I think it's Verstappen. There's Verstappen. He got a little bit further away, he got a better run, so I just got to sit in the slipstream. I did also realise I was sat in 7th gear for a long time. Don't forget, I've upped the difficulty of these guys as well, so I've really got to try for these 15 laps. I can't dawdle or let my mind wander. I've got to be on the limit all the time, which is what you should be in all these races. To the hairpin. I take a tighter line through there, which actually serves me better. I can also take a tighter line through there, so I'm actually... but they take a tighter line through the second to last, so I can catch up with them through sector 3, just not the second to last corner. Right. We started 5th, we've lost 1 place to Hamilton. Let's keep going. 14 laps to go. Verstappen and Hamilton are trying to have a go at it. I want to get in on that fight. Those two need to fight each other and ideally do what they did in Monza. Oh, getting on Verstappen. Not close enough to dive in. It's such a fast entry. It's a tight corner, but it's a fast entry, so it's not really an overtaking zone. See if I can hang on to him through the Massa S's. Oh! That would have been upsetting for both of us. Force Hamilton a bit wide. But I'm getting my nose dirty. As Fernando Alonso does, so... Come on, we're really close to Hamilton. If we get a good move, we could get him... Turn 1 is too tight for a move. Might get him down the straight. Need a good run out of there. Yeah, we did. Took the outside. There we go. Past Hamilton. That's 2 places. Yeah, we're up to 4th. I braked so early. I don't know why. Cool. We got Bottas, Perez, and Sainz ahead. Make that Perez and Sainz ahead. Fastest lap of the race. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just so dialed into that lap. God, I missed the circuit. Oh, there's the Mercedes out. There's Bottas. Ironically, I mean that totally didn't happen during the actual Grand Prix. Wonder if he's got a flat tyre. Oh well, I don't have to worry about him now. There is a 17 and an almost 18-second gap to Hamilton behind, but a 3.5 second to the 2 leaders up front, and I've got just over 2 laps to go. I'm about a lap and a half to go. I'm trying to get myself underneath Perez's wing. As I start talking to you, I was really slow through the hairpin. Thankfully, I'm quite quick through that chicane. Here we go, final lap, do or die. Need to put the recovery up. DRS. Oh, big lock up. I'm actually going to open DRS here as well, just to give myself a little speed boost. Drive as smooth as I can through there. Getting enough ERS from braking, I can go 100% ERS. Oh, big lock up. I think I lost a lot of time. Yep, running wide. That was my chance there to try and catch Perez. I think the rear tyres are getting hot. Yeah, there's no real other passing opportunities. That was sort of my only point there. ERS is running out. Really close finish. I mean, when do you get a finish like this in Formula 1? You've got a Ferrari, a Red Bull and an Alpine all within a couple of seconds of each other. Carlos Sainz wins the Indian Grand Prix. Sergio Perez comes second. Fernando Alonso comes third, as he did in Qatar. So as I said, Sainz, Perez, Alonso. Hamilton beat Verstappen. Antonio Giovinazzi in 6th, Tsunoda ahead of Gasly in 7th and 8th, Norris ahead of Vettel for the end of the points, Mick Schumacher ahead of Raikkonen, ahead of Leclerc, and I saw right at the end as well, there was a big train behind Mazepin, who finished 14th, followed by Ocon, Russell, Stroll and Ricciardo, Bottas and Latifi failed to finish. I forgot how much I love that track. Some of the best laps, I wasn't even thinking about it, and I just dialed it in, and I was just doing the laps perfectly. I love that track. I forgot how much I love that track. Do you love that track? Do you miss it? Do you remember when Sebastian Vettel became world champion here? And all the races we had? So we only had 3 races at this track, 2011, 2012, 2013. Loved the track though. I wish we could keep going back to it. But yeah, that was the alternative. That's the idea of these alternative Grand Prix for. That was the one for Qatar. A couple of weeks' time is Saudi Arabia, and again, like this one, it's a track that's quite far away from the Middle East, but it's legit one of the nearest ones that I could find. So yeah, it's coming down to the wire now. Only 2 more races to go. Who will come out on top, Verstappen or Hamilton? Let me know in the comments below. If you wouldn't mind subscribing as well, we are really close to 100 subscribers. That would be absolutely amazing. Thanks guys, have a good week. See you for the alternative Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Bye bye.